Alright, here we are again. I apologize, we had some technical problems. My streaming device was just crashed, so I could not. I had to restart it. So, welcome back for me and for you. If there's some new watchers, I can say that are streaming chess games from Finno-Ugric friendship tournament, where total of 100 players, 25 per team, are competing against each other. There's Finno-Ugric Russia, there's Finnish team, Estonian team and Hungarian team. So these are teams. I just check fast that my this works. I am a little concerned about my stream right now because I had to restart this. Okay, it's working, everything is fine. Yeah, where we left was before I crashed. It was I was what is happening in this game since I think against Makarenko against Kekki there wasn't any moves for a while, but yeah, now it's working a little bit better. Yeah. Okay, after d4 I wanna see that what happened. Okay, white just took on d4 and still that h4 bishop was a problem, and it was so bad problem that in the end it just got nailed there. So that's a go. That was gone, and white has some real attack here. Knight f6 and queen coming in. Yeah, white is also just one piece up, so this should not be any kind of trouble, I think. Or is there something? King h8 maybe. King f8. Yeah. 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 Black recognized, Petri recognized that he has a pretty bad situation here, and he has to make something really extreme, that he's not just going to get that he's not just being one piece down, since that h4 bishop is just about to get destroyed by queen g4 and knight h4. So Petri started these center maneuvers or just center crushing like this, and not trading any queens or so, just playing queen c8 and getting pieces to better squares. And it happened that Petri really did get his some kind of counterplay, since now there's A and B pawns, passed pawns that can be threatened to, they are threatening to queen at some point. Only thing Petri needs to do is what he is doing right now, survive with your king, and it's much easier after that. But queen h8, king e7, queen f6 check, and now king e8 is impossible because knight d6, so white has to go like king d7 and queen takes f7 is possible after that. So there's plenty of checks for white, and white can make use of black's king. He can get at least that f7 pawn, and king is just running. Black king is just running and trying to find squares that when you are black you don't want that e4 knight to join this attack. You can deal with queen checks, just avoid them, but you cannot deal knight and queen. So Petri is trying to be sure that queen, that knight on e4 cannot join this attack. So after queen f6, that's why, for example, king e8 is, I think, totally out of question, because there's just knight d6 coming. Let's see if Petri can survive somehow. If Petri can just hold this some amazing way and start pushing his game here, just push his passed pawns, there could be some surprise results. But anyway, white is still a piece up, and it should probably be enough. Jari is making a good job with two minor pieces. I think in this grade, those pieces, you don't have that many threats with only one rook, and it works out pretty well for white. White is just collecting these pawns, and Jari Järvenpää is just winning his game. So far on leaderboards, Samu Ristoja has won Alexei Chasupkin, Tuomas Nivala lost to Mihail Yatsmenev, and Alexander Potapov won Tommi Luukkonen on board 1. So at leaderboards we have situation where Finland is trailing 2-1, 1-2, yeah, 2-1. So it's Jari's point is really needed, at least when we have also this Petri Kekki and Makarenko, Alexander Makarenko, Petri Kekki is down, so Jari's victory will come in a good time. There's games ending also in other matches. So there's Estonia against Hungary team, and Estonia, there really was, as I speculated, this g4 move. If you can make this move, it's just piece up, and it really went like this. And it wasn't piece up, it was exchange up. So black had to give his rook for just a knight, and then it was just a nightmare for black to play. Yeah, very straightforward style for white, and white is just using that extra material and getting a full point there. Tuuli Vahtra loses, and Hungarian team takes 1-0 lead at leaderboards. Live boards that I am seeing, that was the first result that was point. Alright, we have this end game. Tarvo and Attila. Knight came in a pretty tricky way. Came to attack white's king and queenside pawns. There was a little bit of problem. Black's rook is active and knight is just going to join the attack. So there was something needed to be done for white side, and Tarvo truly did something. Tarvo is going to be piece up after a8, queening the a pawn. Knight takes, bishop takes, and then we are playing a survival battle where black wants to trade that e pawn really badly, because if that e pawn remains and every other pawn is just captured, white is going to win with that e pawn and bishop. But if e pawn is traded, of course it's draw, because you cannot checkmate with your bishop only. So this is black is playing a little bit of for his survival here. Yeah, if something like f5, g5 is getting pushed in, white cannot penetrate there. But here we have e4. It's the same as a shaking hands, I think, since white can always get black's knight by playing a8 and queening that a pawn, and now just trading off that e pawn. So really white is left with only bishop, so white is not going to win this, and I think it's impossible for black to win too, because if black plays something other than f takes e4, I don't know what he would do, but yeah, okay, there it came. These two are not going to advance. Bishop is more than enough to stop that. Alright, so that was a draw too. Hungary team making a very good job to stop Estonian strong players. There's first board Kaido Kulauts Grandmaster, and then international masters Tarvo Seeman and Kalle Kiik. Tarvo Seeman and Kalle Kiik has both games are ended, and they ended draw. So Estonia is not getting 2 against Finland. There was like many hundreds of elo points difference between players. So Estonian middle boards, they have a little bit hard time. Okay, Sandor against Kaimar. There has been some trade has been made, and black is 1 pawn down. Went 1 pawn down eventually. So was it white got something out of that? Let's see. It was just like, I was thinking about this when I was telling you that queen side is stuck and the king side is stuck, center is stuck. Let's see what happens on queen side. I was thinking that maybe white can start pushing after bishop a6 and rook d8. Now that rook is not on c file, white is just going to take that c file and just start pushing, opening up the queen side, giving up a 4 pawn, but that's just a little while, because white is just going to get it back, and white just marched into black's camp, take all those queenside pawns, and now enjoying 1 pawn advantage. 1 pawn advantage in this endgame. Is it enough, or is there some kind of saving resources for Kaimar? That we can see a little bit later, but I think white is very comfortable, of course comfortable here, because he's pawn up, but white is doing a good job and trying to win this. Should probably do it. Although I must admit that there is actually a little more those draw scenarios that I first thought, since there's only 3 pawns against 2 pawns. Many pawns have been traded and they are all there in the center, so there can many be in these end games where we have material like this. It can also be that those pawns are traded for a piece at some point, and that's just going to make draw that way. But it's not, that moment is not here yet. Let's see if my stream is probably still alive. Alright. Yep. Oh, so it ended like Petri didn't watch those checks coming up. It was just a piece down, and it was enough for Petri. I think there should be some extra moves, I think. Jari Järvenpää also taking victory against Vladimir Betsnosikov. So Finland getting 1 loss, but Jari Järvenpää evens it up by winning him. And so far all matches from live boards have been played, at least when it comes down to match between Finland and Finno-Ugric Russia. So Tommi Luukkonen first board lost for Finland, then there was 4th board lost for Finland, 5th board won, so it's 2-1 now. Then there was Tuomas Nivala who lost to Jats Menev, crushing attack, so it's 3-1 to live boards go 3-2 in favor of Finno-Ugric Russian team. And Finland has to find some way on later boards how to even up the situation. We have 2 games left match between Estonia and Hungary. There's Vaher against Feher and Sandor against Kaimar. Sandor is trying to prove that 1 extra pawn is enough in this ending to win this game. There can be some technical difficulties though, since there's not that many pieces on board, although White enjoys 2 bishops now that b5 bishop got traded, but I think 2 bishop is normally better than knight and bishop combination, but of course it's helping Black's knight that there's all pawns are there very near each other in the center. If they would be like a pawn and h pawn, then knight can struggle to affect both board. But with this I could say this small board, I mean every pawn being so close, knight is not going to suffer that much. And then oh yeah, was this the game where, yeah, okay, we didn't get moves for a while, but yeah, it happened that yes, White is piece up, but Black has 3 pawns, so material if you are materialistic, you can say that black has a full compensation because he has 3 points, but it all comes down to those pawns in king side, I think. Will they advance? Can black use those pawns to push forward, or can white prevent it? It seems so far that black has made some progress and managed to push those pawns a little bit further where they were, and making those just king a little bit better. Rooks are exchanged, so you can push those pawns a little bit easier because rook is not coming to harass your king. So there has been good things happening in black side, I think. Let's see. Let's check results. I can say what's situation. Just wait a moment. Just wait a moment. Okay, here it is. So far there's 4 games still going on between Finland against Finno-Ugric Russian team. And situation is Finno-Ugric Russia is leading with 11.5 points. Finland has 9.5 points. 4 games to go. So Finland has to make 2 points out of those 4 games to even up the series. But how does it happen? I don't know. And we are seeing some whoa. Hungary has lost 2 games against Finland and also against Finno-Ugric Russia, but now I can tell you that they are angry, I think. At least they are very spirited to take home that 3rd match since between Hungary and Estonia. Hungary is leading 15 points to 2. So it's 15-2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games still left. So Hungary is just going to take crushing victory over Estonia. So this was not a good day for Estonian players. Truly it was not the case today. But never mind, this was friendship match in the spirit of brotherhood. So we are not crying too much over these little losses or something like that. Very nice tournament, 25 players per each team, so total of 100 players were playing in these matches between Finland, Estonia, Finno-Ugric Russia and Hungary. We were celebrating 100 years of independence. This is a celebration year for Finland, and this was part of that celebration that we invited these Finno-Ugric countries to play. And Russian team is not like a Russian. It's collected. It's Russian team, but it's collected from Finno-Ugric regions of Russia. So there is no Vladimir Kramnik or Krichuk today either. It wasn't the case on first day, and it still isn't. I think today would have been good. I wonder if Tommy would have liked to play against Kramnik or something like that, maybe. With match Finland against Finno-Ugric Russia. Okay, but that never happened. Yeah, of course. Of course it didn't happen. Alright. This is kind of let's try to see if we can get final results. It would be nice if we could get information how did this all end. Very even matches. I think this only match that really is like crushing is that Estonia against Hungary team. Hungary team is now winning by a large margin, but other than that, yesterday and day before there was some 1.2 point difference in those match-ups. All matches ended in 1 or 2 point difference, so it really was a friendship match. And as I said, today's friendship prize for brotherhood goes to Vladimir Osmolny and Tommy Fransila, playing 8 moves and making a draw after that. Though I have to say Grim and Kalle Geek are clearly, I think, in the second place, playing 3 more moves than Fransila and Osmolny. Yeah. So let's refresh result page. And yes, there is comeback for Finland, a little bit of comeback. The situation is 10.5 points for Finland and 11.5 points for Russia, Finno-Ugric Russia. There's 3 games going on. I'm a little sad because we don't have live games, so we are knowing that live games ended in favor of Finno-Ugric Russia 3-2, and we cannot see, because there's no deciding match happening in live boards, we cannot see that deciding match, but it would be very nice. Let's just see. I check if we could actually have a picture from playing hall. If we have a video from playing hall, maybe they are showing some of those matches. No, they aren't. Okay. Well, never mind. This event is coming to end, as all good things end sooner or later. Finland and Russia still playing, and Hungary against Estonia. It goes worse and worse for Estonia. 17.5 points and only 2.5 points for Estonia. So that was really not day for Estonian players. You could even say that it was horrible day for those Estonian players, but never mind. As I said, this is a chess tournament that is all about, I think it's mostly about having fun and celebrating Finland's 100 years of independence. So we are not gonna bother with a couple losses too much. Yep. Okay, we have still here this end game between Sandor and Kaimar, and Sandor is trying to win with his extra pawn. Wonder if it happens. Then we have Vaher Feher, and there has been no development in this. As I was talking, Black got his pawns rolling pretty nicely. Looking, it's possible that at some point Black would threaten to just push those f5 and e5, a4 maybe, and so on. Anyway, they are taking a good amount of space there. Bishop d5 is also there. So white really cannot get into black's position, so they repeated a couple of moves, and I think this looks like maybe heading to a peaceful result, maybe heading to a draw. Okay, there was no video. I could not find the live video. Yeah. Okay, it's still 10.5 to 11.5 points. Well, we cannot really see those matches that are going on. Also, other game, that match between Estonia and Hungary is clear because Hungary is leading 17 points to 3. 17-3. It's a very large lead there. So I think our stream comes to end, sadly, since there's really not too much to commentate about today anymore. But I can say that you can go to Shakilito chess page and check the last results if you want, or chess results works also. If you want to see who wins this, there's 3 matches going on between Finland and Finno-Ugric Russia, and Finland is trailing by 1 point. So Finland needs that need to find that 1 point. After it happens, then Finland can still dream about winning this friendly competition. Situation is that whoever wins that match between Finland and Finno-Ugric Russia wins wins also this event, because Finland and Finno-Ugric Russia have won their other 2 matches. Alright, but it was nice to try explain some chess for you. I hope you all enjoyed this too, and let's see you maybe in the future, and let's get back to this at some point. But now Janne is going to quiet down. Stream ends, and so ends this brotherhood match between these 4 great nations: Finland, Estonia, Hungary, and Finno-Ugric Russia. Thank you all, and bye bye.